Hello, guys. I hope everyone's doing well today. We're getting through this crazy time in our lives. Um, if some of you don't know who I am, my name is Sharon McKee, and I've been on YouTube, my gosh, now for about 10 years, off and on. I should have been on a little bit more often, but no, I was off and on. I first started with Natural Hair of Spain, and I live in Spain, by the way, and I used to do like a little show on how to take care of black natural hair, So that was back in the past. But have things changed now, haven't they? Yeah, I'm here on the roof, taking in some sunlight, because I can't go nowhere. Here in Spain, it's been quite, wow, the trip. It's been really strict. You can't go nowhere. The only places you can go is to the supermarket or to the pharmacy. And that's about it. But thank God they are easing things just a little bit. As of the 27th of April, they let out little kids. Kids have been locked up in their homes for 6 weeks, guys. 6 weeks here, and that's all I hear is children screaming everywhere. And I just felt so bad for them. That's why I decided to, some of you might not know, but I am a singer. And I took out my equipment, got on this roof, and I sang to my neighborhood. And I know that they really appreciate it. The kids really appreciate it. I sang dance music so the kids can dance. It was quite nice. It was nice. That made me feel so good. I love to see people happy because this has been very, very stressful for a lot of folks. I have to admit, at first I was extremely devastated. I was. And as time went on, I just said to myself, I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to stay positive because I am a single mom. I have 3 children, 3 lovely children, Ayana, Ale, and Hashana. And I am a single mom, and they look for me for comfort because they're as confused as I am. They're confused as I am, believe me. But I have to, not act. You have to show that you do have feelings and you are concerned, but I didn't want to be nervous around them or give them the impression that I'm upset and that I'm freaking out or anything like that. If I keep myself together, then they'll keep themselves together. That's what I say. So before this happened, I was doing a lot of different rituals, and it's so funny because it just came out of nowhere. Nobody told me to do them. I've been doing this now since I think my mother passed away. My mom passed away last year, February 6th. She passed away, and from that moment, I just started waking up more, to be honest with you. Believe me, I was woke. I've been always awake. I think the first time I became awake was 9/11. 9/11 woke me the F up, okay? Something happened to me during 9/11. And I'll tell you the little story. I was reading a book about Nostradamus online at the time when this happened. The day before 9/11, I was just reading up about Nostradamus and all the things that he predicted. And I think you guys know who Nostradamus is. And I was reading up about it. And in one of the paragraphs, he was talking about a big iron bird crashing into 2 poles that went up to the sky in the New Babylon, or something like that. And I'm like, wow, I wonder what the iron bird is. I said, it sounds like it could be a plane. This is the day before 9/11. And I was just completely dumbfounded. I said, it sounds like it could be a plane, but nah, they didn't have planes back then, so how would he know that it was a plane? How would he know about planes anyway? I said, it couldn't be a plane. Then the next day came. 9/11 comes. And I remember like freaking out because I'm from New York. All the way over here in Spain. I was pregnant. And my parents have a doctor's office in the World Trade Center, mind you. And I'm the only child. So I'm thinking, oh my God, my parents, they went to the doctor. They went to the doctor today. And I couldn't call them because everything was disconnected. I was freaking out. Totally freaking out. And then I said, wait a minute. Didn't I read something about this yesterday? So I go online and I go online to look for Nostradamus. Nostradamus is nowhere to be found. Okay? And I said to myself, oh my God, I know I just read this yesterday. And online it made it seem, I'm writing my diary here. Online, the next day when I'm looking for Nostradamus, there's no way to be found. It's like he doesn't exist. Okay? It's like he didn't even exist. And I looked and I said, I knew I was reading something about Nostradamus. Looked everywhere in the search engines. Nowhere to be found. Every day after that, I kept looking for no Nostradamus, as though he never existed. I said, I knew what I read. Then, about a month's time, he came back up on me online. And then as I was reading it, it was saying that he was a quackpot, that there was a crazy guy that people thought was a prophet, that he prophesied, certain events, but he was a crackpot and he was crazy. From that day, I completely changed. My whole life changed. My whole life changed. It woke me the F up, okay? I woke up big time. I said, something is just not right here. Something ain't right. Something's not right. So then, as time went on, I just started to change. It also started to change a bit because my children are a little bit clairvoyant and they're quite psychic, and my daughter, my older daughter, is very psychic. One day, I was going through a lot of stress, and also they say that stress can really kind of help you out, kind of wake you up a bit. Stress when you're going through traumatic times, and I was going through so much trauma in my life. I was going through trauma with my father. My father had gotten sick while I was over here. I'm an only child, okay? I was very close to my dad. My dad was as we say here in Spain, mi corazón. My dad, I loved him so much. He got sick, and I was over here in Spain, and I couldn't get to him because it was just too expensive to buy a plane ticket at the time. So thank God my beautiful cousin, Judith, lent me some money to go and see my dad, but it was the stress of him having a stroke. It was the stress of my mom taking care of him, because she was up in age. And then I guess the stress of her taking care of him, she got cancer. And then the doctor said to me, while I went to visit her in America, that she was getting vasectomy, whatever it's called, when they cut your breast off, because her cancer was so much, it was like stage 4. So they had to amputate or whatever. I think that's the word. I always mix up words and I say the wrong thing, and then you start laughing at me. Anyway. So my mom had cancer, and he said, you got to be careful now because you might get breast cancer too. It's something that's from your family member. It's hereditary. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. So then I was so stressed out. I remember that was like some of the most stressful times of my life, because my husband was acting up with me as well. My husband and unfortunately, we're still married. I need to look into getting a divorce. But we're still friends. At least we're still friends. But But Mama needs some love. I need some love. I need some love in my life. I'd love to have somebody to come into my life. Somebody special, somebody that understands me. I just don't feel like I can do that right now. Because I'm still married, guys. And I'm Miss Loyal Woman. He left a long time ago. I was having problems with him. So with the problem with my dad, my mom, and then my husband decides to get up and leave, I ended up getting cancer. All of these things, they say that trauma can really change the way you look at life. My outlook was so different about life. I became a little bit depressed, but for something inside of me, I don't know if I know that it must be God or source energy or my spirit guides were always protecting me and helping me not to go to that point where I'm losing my mind and wanting to commit suicide and all that stuff. It never came to my mind to commit suicide, mind you, never, no. But sometimes I was a little bit down, very down, but I had to always keep my spirits up for my kids. I always felt that. And I have my daughter, my older, well, all of my children are very special, but my daughter, what is that red stuff on my hands? Anywho, my older daughter was very, very special. When my husband left me, she introduced me to crystals. I love crystals. Let me tell you, man, I could not get through anything without my crystals. I have all my crystals. She came to me and she gave me an amethyst and rose quartz. And I said to her, I always knew that she was into rocks, but I just thought they were like beautiful rocks. I said this before on my past videos. I always thought that they were like beautiful rocks, you know. I didn't think of it as anything else, to be honest with you, but she explained to me what they do, and she says, Mommy, take this and let's meditate together. I'm like, meditation? Shoot, all I know was God and the church and, you know, what my mom has taught me, my father's taught me. It's how the way I've been brought up all my life. And she says, no, let's sit down and meditate. You hold the crystal in your hand and let's meditate together, Mom. I'm like, oh my God. All right. So we got together and we meditated, and that completely changed my life. That was another wake up moment. Wake the F up moment. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it. Wake the F up. I think I'm gonna call this video Wake the F Up moment. So from that day on, my whole life changed. We meditated. I decided to change the picture on Facebook, my Facebook page. And when I changed the picture on my Facebook, I couldn't get a decent picture because I kept seeing these lights in my pictures. I swear I took 65 digital pictures, and out of the 65 digital pictures, I'd say about maybe 59 to 60 of them had lights in them. If I can find the pictures, I will show you. I don't know how to insert it in the video, but I will try my best. I'll try my best. It was beautiful, these lights, and I said, where the hell are these lights coming from? I even saw a light on my head. It was bright lights, okay? And the light was like as bright as the sun. It was like a hand that was on my head, like this. It was a hand on my head, but it was lights. And I said, what the heck is that? So I went to somebody and asked them, what does this mean? They said, those are your spirit guides. When you meditated, you opened up a porthole, or you must have opened up a porthole or some kind of a gate that brought your spirits in. You opened up something that brought, those are spirit, those are good. Because I wasn't scared at all. He says, how did you feel? Did you feel good? Did you feel bad? I said, I felt pretty damn good. I felt actually proud. And she says, that's your spirit guides. Those are your guardian angels, your spirit guides. And I was just like, wow, it was wonderful, you know? So, I was just, and ever since then, my whole life has changed. But the more trauma that I go through, because when I had the cancer, I healed myself. I don't even know how I healed myself, but I've always felt that Spirit is always with me. God is always with me. And Spirit talks to me all the time. I used to say, shoot, these religious people always talking about God talking to them and God talks to them. I said, who are they talking to? Are they crazy? No, God does talk to you. He talked to me. He tells me what to do. He gives me guidance. He gives me clarity and tells me what to do. And no, I don't. I call him source energy. I call him the universe. Yes, I do. I do. That's what I say, and that's what I mean. That's what I feel. And it's always by my side, always taking care of me, always looking out for me, and teaching me new things. So all the trauma that I go through in my life, it's not really a trauma. Doesn't really turn out to be trauma for me. It's more like an expansion. I'm expanding. It's like a lesson learned. It's amazing. It's amazing. And all this whole thing that I'm going through here, all those teachings that Spirit has taught me, meditation, I do a lot of the mantras. Oh my God, I've been doing that before this even happened. And I don't even know why, but Spirit always told me to do it, and I felt like I needed to do it, and I did. And I'm so glad that I did, because if I didn't, I don't know how easy it would be to get through all these crazy times, you know? It brings me comfort. You know, it really brings me comfort. I mean, right now, I would have never known I could be acting this way. I would normally, I can see myself like depressed. Just, you know, I have no job. I lost my job. But I see how Spirit has worked out for me. In the strangest kind of way, Spirit has always worked out for me. There's always something happening right at the very last minute. And I am so happy. I'm so happy. You know, okay, I have to say today, you have your ups and downs, and usually I'm pretty happy. Usually I'm always smiles, and you know, that's me. But today I felt a little bit down. And sometimes when you feel down, you have to pinpoint, where's this feeling coming from? Where is this coming from? A lot of thoughts were going through my head today. I said, you know, to myself, in a way, many times I've said to myself, I'm so upset that I had brought the kids into this world like this. I don't want my kids living in a world like this. I don't. I never wanted this for them. I want them to be happy. And I'm sure you guys want that for your kids too, right? I want them to be happy and to be free. And when I visualize in my meditations, I visualize this in my mind. I see us running free on the beach like we used to do, going on vacations, and me receiving this big check of $50,000 and just telling them, shoot, let's go, girl, let's go and go on vacation somewhere. I still see that. And I'm not going to let any of this bring me down. Nothing will bring me down. Because I know that I got Spirit on my side. I know Source Energy is on my side. I got my spirit guides on my side. My mom and dad is always there with me. And yeah, and I'm woke the F up. I am. And I hope you guys are woke the F up too, because there's a lot going on where you have to really watch, you know, things as they are, because it's a little bit crazy right now. There's a lot of evilness on this earth, and things are not always as they seem, guys. Open your eyes, wake the F up. Open your eyes and wake the F up, really. There's a lot of evilness going on in this earth, and you've got to be alert to know what's going on. It's not funny. It's not a funny situation. You know, just, I know you guys, I know some of you might have lost your jobs, and just try to keep positive. I know that, and you're probably saying, shut the fuck up, Sharon. Excuse my language, but you know what? I used to say that too when I heard things like that, when I was going through difficult times. But that's the only way that you'll get through it. Look through what you're going through. Kind of study what you're going through. Study the reason why you're feeling like this. You know, you guys read, there's so many great videos out there, my God, that can tell you what's going on right now. You got to feel what's going on. Don't you feel it? I mean, I, in a way, stand outside. I feel like I'm beside myself. I'm standing outside of the situation, looking in. That's how I feel. I know that there's more to this than just a virus. I'm sorry, this is how I feel. There's much more to this, guys. Try to do your research. Study. Don't be naive. Don't be a sheeple. All right? I used to be one of them too. Not anymore. I've opened up my eyes and I see what's going on around me. You guys need to do that for you and your children. All right? Okay, and I haven't ordered any Moldavites or nothing. God, the mail here sucks so badly. The mail it's horrible right now, the mail right now for me in Spain, horrible. I miss buying my Moldavites. I can't buy them anyway. I ain't got no job. But money will come from somewhere. It'll come from somewhere. Anyway, this whole situation helped me really look into myself. And I'm aware of sometimes of the reason why I act the way I do sometimes. I mean, even today, for the first time. And I've never really mentioned anything like this. I've kept it in my soul, but, you know, I was just like a little bit, I said, wow, I had a little bit of a jealous streak today. I don't know, a little bit of a jealous streak today. You know, I've lost my job. I'm here trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for everything. How am I going to pay for my rent and my bills and stuff like that? And I praise God. I praise God that I have great a great landlord. She's the best in the world. Her and her family. You know, they said just relax, and we understand the situation. You can't pay for things right now, so just relax, and we'll work things out when all of this mess is over. And I just so much appreciate them. And every day I pray for them, and I tell God, thank you. Thank you for having these people in my life. You know, I'm supposed to be here. There's a reason why I'm in this house. My mom picked this house. And there's a reason why I'm here, because I couldn't afford this house when I first got it. My mom paid for this rent of this house. So now that she's gone, for some reason, I can't even believe I'm still here. And I'm really happy that I'm still here and that things are working out. Things will work out. I'm not gonna, because all this stuff is now not real right now, but there seems to be like a little bit of a glitch in the matrix, as per se. This is definitely the matrix. This stuff ain't real. You know, and I always say that to myself. We all will get through this. This is just a learning experience, right? We will learn. We will learn. A lot of things to learn from this whole situation. Okay, so I am praying for you guys. I love you guys. I'm here with my Moldavites. And my friend gave me this. Isn't that nice? So nice. Yeah, so I'm on my way out. Just wanted to say a quick hi to you guys and tell you guys how much I love you. And I hope you like the music I've been sending. I will send you guys another song of mine, all right? I'm trying to write some music, but I have no studio with me in this lockdown, unfortunately. But I do have friends that do, so I'll be working on some music. Here my son. My son is teaching dance. It's not like he's yelling at somebody. Anyway, okay, you guys take care, all right? And don't let it get you down. Just try to figure out why you're feeling the way you do. All right? Get in touch with yourself. Get in touch with yourself. Go inside, just deep within. Take this time to find out more about yourself. We are all goddesses, all right? And we're warriors. We can get through this. I love you guys. Peace, love, and blessings. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye. I love you guys. I love you guys. Peace, love, and blessings to each and every one.